Hello, welcome to Celtic Crossroads from KILT Studios. I'm your presenter, Kenton Adler, Director of Advancement for Scottish Heritage at Lyon College in Batesville, Arkansas. Join me now as we explore an hour of music and story from all corners of the Celtic world. Our show is made possible in part by the Campbell Collection, a generous gift from the estate of the Duke of Earl, the late Robert Lewis Campbell of Earl, Arkansas. The collection consists of music and literature now housed in the archives of the Lyon College Mabie Simpson Library, and by the Lyon College Scottish Heritage Program.
Well, last week was the World Pipe Band Championships, and I did a little prognosticating where I thought that the Inverary District Pipe Band was going to three-peat, and I thought Simon Fraser University would be in the top 6, but about maybe number 5. In any case, my prognostication failed. I did have Field Marshal Montgomery second and Boghall and Bathgate third, but everything else was a little screwed up. In any case, I'm happy for Simon Fraser University. They're a great band, and I thought I would start this program off with a recording of them from their Affirmation album, which is a live album. And here's the current World Pipe Band champion Simon Fraser University Pipe Band with The Highland Wedding.
down to up across the sky. We kissed like boy and girl, but neither of us was innocent. We'd both been screwed by the world. We clung onto each other for fear we'd drift away. How you touched me to my heart's desire on the dawning of that day. The angels knew that business boys knew what they were
we had a couple of flings and a reel from Moving Cloud. That was Loudon's Braes or Bonnie, Pat Ward's, and then the reel was The Mountaintop. Just before that, we heard from Enya from her album Paint the Sky with Stars with The Memory of Trees. Before Enya was Black 47 from the album Home of the Brave with Road to Ruin. And we started things off with Simon Fraser University Pipe Band from Affirmation with Highland Wedding. This is Celtic Crossroads. I'm Kent Nadler. And now we're going to hear from Mari Nakashi and Chris Newman from the album Firewire with The Brink of the White Rock. That was North to Palmer from The Sessions by Allie the Piper. They're featuring herself on a little bit of whistle. Before that, we heard from John Whalen from the Passage of Time album with Dancing to a Lot of Time. And we started off this portion of the program with Myra Nakashi and Chris Newman, and I think it was mostly Chris on guitar there, from the album Firewire with The Brink of the White Rock. And now we're going to hear from Robin Williamson from Gems of Celtic Story 2 with the dialogue of the two sages.
About the time of Christ, when the King of Ulster was Conor MacNessa, Adna, the Olav of Ulster, died. His place was bestowed on the poet Fechertne, whose experience and mastery made him a more than likely candidate. But Adna's son, Nethe, being away to study in Scotland and unaware of Fechertne's appointment, learned of his father's death from the sound of the sea waves as he strolled the shore. He returned at once to Evinmacha, capital town of Ulster, to take his father's place as Olav, as High Poet of Ulster. The first man he met on entering the halls of Conor was Bricrew, a man who loved to stir up conflict whenever he could. Bricrew undertook to bestow the Olav position on Nethe, accepting in return a valuable gift, remarking only that Nethe as a beardless youth was hardly suitable. Nethe plucked a tuft of grass, and uttering a verse of power placed it against his chin, where it at once took on the appearance of a luxuriant beard. And Nethe seated himself in the Olav seat, and about him he wrapped the robe of 3 colours, the middle part of it many bright feathers of birds, the lower part of it white bronze in colour, the upper part of it bright gold. Now, chuckling to himself, Bricrew set out to tell Fechertne how Nethe had stolen his Olavship, and Fechertne, in a fury, set out for Conor's palace to deal with the interloper. But when he beheld the youth who sat in his chair, Fechertne was taken aback by his poise, and addressed Nethe with some civility, stating, however, that he was occupying the chair awarded to himself, Fechertne. Nethe replied with equal politeness and formality, pointing out Bricrew's malicious jest, but nevertheless requesting that Fechertne should satisfy himself that the boy who had unwittingly usurped an already given position was in fact most worthy to be Olav of Ulster. In establishing this, Fechertne addressed Nethe thus, as the bards relate. A question, O child of education, where do you come from? To which Nethe replied, not hard to answer. From a wise man's heel, from a confluence of wisdom, from perfection of goodness, from brightness of sunrise, from poetry's hazels, from splendour's circuits, from that state where truth's worth is measured, from that measure where truth is realized, from that reality where all lies are vanquished, from where all colours are seen, from where all art is reborn. And you, my elder, where do you come from? To which Fechertne replied, not hard to answer. From the width of the pillars of the age, from the fill of the rivers of Leinster, from the length of the hall of the wife of Nechtin, from the reach of the arm of the wife of Nuada, from the extent of the country of the sun, from the height of the mansions of the moon, from the stretch of a babe's umbilical cord. A question, O youth of instruction, what is your name? To which Nethe replied, not hard to answer. Minuscule and muckle I am, dazzling and highly hard. Entitle me fire's flame, name me fire of word, or noise of knowingness, or fountain of riches, or sword of canticles, or ardent verity of genius. And you, my elder, what is your name? To which Vergärtner replied, not hard to answer, of seers most sure. I am chief revealer of that which is uttered and that which is asked. Inquiry of the curious am I, and weft of deftness. Creel of verse am I, and abundance of the sea. A question, O young man of learning, what art do you practice? To which Nether replied, not hard to answer. I bring blush to face, spirit to flesh. I practice fear's erasure and tumescence of impudence. Meter's nurture, honor's venture, wisdom's wooing. I shape beauty to human mouths. I give wings to insight. I make naked the word. In small space I have forgathered the cattle of cognizance, the stream of science, the totality of teachings, the captivation of kings, the legacy of legend. And you, my elder, what art do you practice? To which Vergärtner replied, not hard to answer. Sifting of streams for the gold of wisdom, lulling of hearts from the fires of anger, captaincy of words, excellency of skill, putting feathers in kings' pillows. I have acquired a thirst that would drain the boyne. I am a maker of shields and wounds, a slicer of pure air, an architect of thought. I could say much with few words. I can sing the long miles of great heroes' lives. I am a jeweler of the heart. A question, O young, exalted man. What are your tasks? To which Nether replied, not hard to answer. To cross life to the mountain of youth, to rise to the hunting of age, to follow kings to the tomb, to pass between the wick and the flame, between the sword and the terror. And you, my elder, what are your tasks? To which Vergärtner replied, not hard to answer. To scale from honor to honor, to attain the conversation of the wise, to suckle at the breast of poetry, to wade the wide rivers of the world, to make music for the ferocious demon upon the slope of death. A question, O wise man of young face, by what path have you come? To which Nether replied, not hard to answer. By way of a king's beard, by way of the forest, upon the back of the ploughman's ox, upon the nourishment of acorns, upon the barley and milk of the mother of song, upon one grain of wheat, by way of the most narrow river crossing, upon my own two legs. And you, my elder, by what path have you come? To which Vergärtner replied, not hard to answer. By way of the whip of the many-skilled luch, by way of the sweet breasts of women, by way of the letters cut on the staff, by way of the spearhead, by way of the silver dress, upon a chariot without a wheel, upon a wheel without a chariot, upon the three things unknown to Mac Ind Och, the son of the young. And you, young man of manly understanding, whose son are you? To which Nether replied, not hard to answer. I am the son of poetry, poetry son of looking, looking son of thought, thought son of learning, learning son of curiosity, curiosity son of seeking, seeking son of great wisdom, great wisdom son of great common sense, son of true understanding son of insight, insight son of the three gods of poetry. And you, my elder, whose son are you? To which Fechertne replied, not hard to answer. Son of the fatherless man, buried in the womb of his mother, blessed after his death, married to his own death. My father is the first cry of the babe, and the last cry of the dying. Eilv is his name. A question, Nethe, what news do you bring? To which Nethe replied, not hard to answer. I bring good news, seas of fish, fullness of lakes, glad countenance of glades, wood at work, fruit boughs bending, barley bearded, bees swarming, joyful land, peaceful peace, merry weather, soldiers paid wages, kings sitting in sunlight, war distant, art present, men boasting, women sewing, thorn trees spiky, caskets of gold, a bravery for every boast, enough thread for every stitch, every good thing I sing forever. There is none greater than the great Creator, the same who revealed at first the 9 hazels of poetry, who made also the rank of Olav. For in the world I have 3 real fathers. My father in flesh, Adna, who is dead. My father in art, Yoche Horsemouth, who is in Scotland. And my father in years, Fechertne. Then Nethe rose from the Olav seat, handing as he did so the poet's many-coloured robe to Fechertne, and Fechertne said, great poet, wise young man, son of Adne, may you get glory from men and gods. May you be the greatest treasure of Evan Macha, Olav of Ulster. And Nether replied, may that same glory be yours, Olav of Ulster.
I rambled in exile, mid cruel-hearted strangers, far, far from my home and the beautiful Lee. I have struggled alone through all hardship and danger, and braved every fate on the land and the sea. From Colombia's wild forests to Indies' spicy bowers, on the great foreign rivers whose sands are of gold, I have sighed for thee still. Mid the birds and the flowers, I love you and will till my heart does grow cold. I roved with fair maidens, with dark flowing tresses, and beautiful eyes have looked kindly on me. But I thought with regret of the smiles and caresses of that fair-haired young maiden that dwelt by the lea. And now I've returned, but she's not in her bower, where the river flows past with its calm tiny waves. I have called her in vain, for the ivy-crowned tower of sweet English Cara o'ershadows her grave. The home of my childhood, to ruin it is falling, and the loved ones that blessed it will greet me no more. But I look on it still, joyous visions recalling, though the tall grass has grown on the step of the door. I would rest with thee soon, with the shamrock above me. From my own native Cork no more shall I roam, till I'm laid in the grave with the dear ones that love me, as in death they will welcome their wonder home.
went down to Nottingham Fair. I rode a grey horse, they call a grey mare, white mane and white tail, green stripe down her back. There's not a hair on her that isn't coal black. She stood so still, she threw me to the dust. She tore at my skin, she bruised at my shirt. From saddle to stirrup, I mounted again, and on my 10 toes I rode over the plain. Met a king and a queen, and a company more, a riding behind and a walking before. The bells did ring and the people did stare to see a coach and 6 horses drawn by a grey mare. But when I got there, not a soul could I see, but 10,000 people stood laughing at me, stood laughing and chaffing and making their game, to see my feet off and my shoes going lame. One moonshiny morning, at night when was dark, it rained and it hailed as I went through the park. Took my hat in my hand for to keep my head warm. 10,000 got drowned that never was born.
That was Lady Misery from Weave and Spin with Nottingham Fair. And before that, we heard from Sean Keane and the album Turn a Phrase with Sweet Inishkara. You're listening to Celtic Crossroads. I'm Kenton Adler. We're going to finish up the program with Benji Kirkpatrick from the album Boomerang with the title track Boomerang. And I hope we see you back here next time at the Crossroads.
Some return, and in the end you just seem to burn. And all you do is try, it just floats away up to the sky. So many people that you feel you have to please. I get the impression that it's all just a tease. If you're not getting anything back from the things that you do, just throw a boomerang, 'cause it'll come back to you, come back to you. Well, doing it then, you're doing it still. You need to give yourself a break and find what's real for all that's fake. So many people that you feel you have to please. I get the impression that it's all just a tease. If you're not getting anything back from the things that you do, just throw a boomerang, cause it'll come back to you. Yes, it'll come back to you. Slugging away from morn till night shouldn't really be a fight. Always giving it hand to mouth when you feel like giving up and dropping out. Well, so many people that you feel you have to please. I get the impression that it's all just a tease. If you're not getting anything back from the things that you do, I just throw a boomerang, cause it'll come back to you. Yes, it'll come back to you. Oh, it'll come back to you. Come back to you. Come back to you.